Abiwori boy, born and brought up. I can tell you the sound of a gun, the kind of gun, how close. I grew up in that kind of environment. When we say ruggedity is my identity, it's that kind of environment I grew up. But amidst all of that, you could still see how our parents instill discipline, instill culture, and instill the presence of God in our life. As at 8 years, 10 years, boys are the wrong concussion. But in all of this, in the midst of all of these things, till today, I don't drink, I don't smoke. I owe who I am today to my dad and to my mom.
Hello, everyone, viewers at home. Welcome to another session on Vibe with Fit More. You know how we do it. We bring in wonderful, amazing topics and we dissect it with our wonderful and amiable guest. I won't be doing this alone anymore. I have a very wonderful co-host with me. Hello, sir. Please could you introduce yourself so the viewers will get to know you?
My name is Martins, aka MC Dialogue, and all we talk is reality. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being on set. Okay, now we have a wonderful guest. Sir, we would like you to introduce yourself because I know you're going to be spitting some hard truths, and we want everybody to know you so that in case they want to meet you on the road, they will know that it is you. They will call out your name, and if they want to hijack you, they know what to do. All right, so please could you introduce yourself to the viewers at home?
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Tega. You can also call me the celebrity engineer.
Nice one, celebrity engineer. I like
Unctioneer. Awesome. Okay, I remain your birth girl. My name is Precious Emmanuel. I am your host on Vibe with Fit More. So today we're going to be talking about a very wonderful topic. A topic I think we should start talking about and finding ways around it so we could forge ahead in our everyday life. Okay, so strict parenting. Yeah, I know. Me too. I've been thinking about it. So strict parenting and its effect on different generations. We have the Gen Z now. We have the millennial, and probably what is going to be like in the next generation after the Gen Z. So, growing up, we had different scenarios play out with our parents. Okay, there are people that whenever their dad is coming back, they run away. There are people that even when their dad is back, they try to read. There are people when their dad is back, they are arranging the house, making sure everything is in tip-top position. And there's some people that are just, daddy's back, I'm happy he's back. We're just vibing, So I want to know, I want to talk to Martins first.
Okay.
Martins, what was your childhood like? Your relationship with your parents, growing up, mom, dad, siblings, what was it like?
Okay, for me, I think I was more closer to my mom. She was the free hand. But for my dad, wow, I would say the word should be is it disciplinarian or something?
Mm-hmm.
He's always serious.
Okay.
Always serious, and all he wants you to do is just read books. That pattern of you read, you graduate, and you get a good job.
Yes.
That's the mentality.
Yes.
But there is this other part of, will I say, fear.
Okay.
I would define it as fear now because I'm more enlightened.
Okay.
You don't talk when he's talking.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
If you see, if he has a visitor, you don't sit around there. With ISF. He speaks to you with his eyeballs, and you know that okay, you are in for a problem, like you are in a big deep shit already.
Yes.
From afar, we know the sound of his car. From afar, we know that okay, it's that guy is coming. Everybody will position. Those my elder brother, his position is dining table with newspaper. So anytime he sees the car, that is coming. Everybody, this
takes position, one place or the other.
Inside room, so it brings a kind of fear.
Yes,
that you cannot be that friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Your dad is not your friend
at all.
But I say these days you see a child will be talking to his dad as if they are age mates, they are friends, and it's normal for them. But we then, you don't
didn't have the opportunity.
You don't dare it. Imagine calling your dad by his name. And that day you go sleep for outside now. You understand? Calling your dad by his name, but now you see. So I think that's the kind of upbringing that I had. But it has its own positive and negative.
Okay, before we go to the positive and negative, I want to
Okay.
hear from Mr. Tega. What was childhood like? What was your relationship with your parents like? Was it like Mr. Martin's, or was it a more laid back setting? We just want to know what it was like.
Okay, so for my own, it's a millennial generation. So obviously there's this train up a child kind of system. But it's a self-reliant kind of upbringing,
Okay.
right? So I was raised up not to just cut our coat to our sizes, but understanding that the coat and your size must go together. So you must realize that you must be resourceful to have the coat before talking about thinking of
You're
the
cutting
size.
it to your
That's
size.
the expertise. The expertise to cut it to your size. All right. So that's just my upbringing. So it's a bit more of a, I don't like to use the God, my children kind of relationship, but it's an amazing one. It's an amazing one that till tomorrow I could, in my lowest of moments, those are the things I hold on to.
Oh, wow.
And for me, those are my precious moments. One of those my precious moments,
Oh.
my upbringing.
Awesome. Okay, this is a very different perspective from what we used to know. Mine is totally very different. I was very close to my dad. In fact, my parents they gave us an enabling environment. My dad doesn't come in and we are scrambling to go and read, or everybody's running away. In fact, my dad comes in and all of us are outside waiting for him to come inside. Yes, wow. Because we had this environment where we could talk, we could relate, we could, we didn't have the strict. We were Ajebo growing up. Everywhere I lived, we had a gate and a gate man. A car to take you to church, bring you back, take you to school, bring you back, So it was more of, my family were more like my friends were together. Like we grew up, like everything was just, the relationship
there was love.
Exactly. Okay. So we don't see, I don't hear my dad's, in fact, our dog, if he hears my dad's horn from afar, everybody's jumping. There's this joy
that is coming
So it wasn't, I don't know, well, maybe my parents saw the future. My parents were living in the future. They were living in Gen Z generation while we're in the millennial. Do you understand? So there was this love. So, and it also helped me, I am not a shy person. I am not someone that don't know how to express myself, and that brings us to the next segment. So the way you were brought up, how everybody is scared when daddy comes back and all of that. You say you were closer to your mom. Probably your mom gave you a more enabling and loving relationship or environment. Now, how did the fact that you couldn't speak to your dad or you couldn't express yourself to your dad, how has it affected you growing up, like as an adult, or like from your teenage years to being a young adult to where you are now? Did it have any effect? Did it affect your self-esteem in any way at all?
Okay. For me, one of the aspects that I appreciate that upbringing was, one, like it makes me I can rely on myself, not looking up to somebody else for something till today. I read a lot. If my secondary school mates will see this, they know Martins now. I dey cram Ababio, full Ababio for head. PNOKK, I dey cram am for head. I teach my classmates in the same class where we are, right? So because of that strict daddy stuff, just like you said, is it God and something?
Yeah, and his children.
So so the moment 6, 7 after you have eaten dinner is by 7. 30 minutes later, you are with your books. You don't talk, and it helps me to also respect my boundaries. But the negative aspect I feel was not. I hardly talk to people then. Like, I feel everybody is on his own. I was not this. See, I hardly talked before. It was after maybe after he must have that late. Is now late that now I mingle with maybe that's a street life now. You understand? Because then, like you're
Yeah.
saying, your dad, my dad was very like, even though not that rich, we were staying in I think Shagari Estate in Barnawa, Kaduna.
Mm.
So that place is nice. You
Okay.
get, it's very okay. But he stopped. It was later after he must have that I now know I should learn how to walk. You don't walk. Even if you have the opportunity to go and work somewhere to earn money, you don't do it. All you need to do is read. And read.
Mm.
You understand?
Mm.
Then when it comes to God, also sharp. At that time, with the quote verses where
Mm.
you understand all those Sunday school stuff. Those are the two things that I know, and I can beat my chest and say, I would want to inculcate this also
To your
to
children.
my children.
Mm.
Yes, that two
Nice.
part. But the other part of not being able to express yourself.
So-
You know, if you deal with my dad, if you deal with somebody for parlor, me, you can't don't even cross.
Mm.
Don't pass the sitting room.
Mm.
Stay in your room or stay outside.
Mm.
That's give them that space.
Yeah.
That's it. But me, now, I would not want to have that kind of
Relationship with your
with
children.
my son.
Children.
But the part of maybe being knowledgeable, being like know the scriptures, I think that
That's
will
a good
fly
one.
for me.
Okay.
That's for me though.
All right. All right.
Yes.
Mr. Tega, your upbringing, what is the effect of it now in your life? And do you think it is something you want to inculcate in your children? You want to replicate in your children?
Okay, so very interestingly, I can tell you who I am today 100% is I give the credit to my parents.
Mm.
I could, in fact, when I see people talk and they are saying, who are your role models? They call celebrities, they call this. I tell people, see, I owe who I am today to my dad and to my mom.
Mm.
I'm a Warri boy,
Sharp.
born and brought up. Like, grew up in Warri. You know what I mean, Warri? Not back
Really
of,
waffy.
not back of Warri. I can tell you the sound of a gun, the kind of gun, how close
The gun.
the
is
gun,
to you.
as in, I can tell you.
Mm.
This is
we-
AK-47. This is.
I see if it's Oka made, if it's.
Wow.
I grew up in that
kind
kind
of
of environment.
I can imagine.
Imagine in that kind of environment. See, when we say ruggedity is my identity,
Sharp.
eh?
Mm.
Is that
should be
kind
a
of
slogan or
it's
something
not
like
is,
that.
is that kind of environment I grew up.
Mm.
Okay.
But amidst all of that, you could still see how our parents instill discipline,
Mm.
instill culture, and instill the presence of God in our life.
Yeah.
So, as at 5, 7, 8 years, 10 years, boys don't they run concussion.
Concussion.
Concussion, like, boys they do just like say nothing. As in, but in all of this, in the midst of all of these things, till today, I don't drink, I don't smoke.
And this,
So-
this
so-
is this is
The
the
effects
upbringing-
of the
is the
upbringing.
of your parents.
of my parents.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm. Mm.
So yeah, I've seen people talked about peer pressures, your environment can influence you, and a whole lot of these things. I can tell you, the ship only gets to sink when you allow water from around this
Outside
environment to go inside.
to go in. Word.
Not
Word.
wanting to cut you short, but
Yeah.
I'm a very great fan of that word, though,
Yeah.
that it is your environment and the friends you keep and the books you read that makes you who you are.
And let me tell you where I'm going with that.
Okay.
See, we have the conscious mind and the subconscious mind.
Okay.
We are
Mm.
our own architect of our life. You design it. That if there is anything God has given to man is the we power
To choose.
to choose between what is good, what is wrong, what is bad. Sometimes I wouldn't tell people, you see the bad boy, it's not the one that is doing resistance. The bad boy is the good boy who knows the bad and refuses to do it.
Hmm.
That's the bad boy.
No, okay, come back without this thing again.
You see the bad boy
Yes.
is the good boy that knows the good and the bad and refuses to do the bad.
Okay, that's the bad
That's
boy.
the bad boy.
Okay.
But you see, the one you think is just one way head,
One way,
who they do gizzy gizzy, that don't know anything. He never reach end.
Okay.
You get. So the uniqueness of that upbringing in that environment has taught me today to be resourceful. I studied electronics and computer technology, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't drop out from school. If I know Puma tell you, say I be worried, boy, you're not gonna know. I am well learned. I'm schooled. I'm exposed. And guess what? It has its side effects. Now, what are the side effects? For me as an individual, I struggle with learning how to adapt, interact with people.
That is, we are having the
Because
same negative
because
effects.
because for me, I started looking at people as I started using this level of X-ray to look through people. When I meet you,
read people.
yes,
before
when I
you
meet
them.
you, I'm asking what level of contribution is this person coming with.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
You're talking like masses now.
that way, I started, focusing on myself, and that self-reliance, that self-dependency, it affected me to a whole lot. So I started learning that it is a skill to learn how to ask for help. It's a skill to learn how to ask for help.
I even hardly ask for help.
You say that. So those are part of the thing, because we grew up and it was a self-dependent relationship kind of family. If your papa not give you, if your mom not give you, nobody's not coming from anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go away, find out how to make it work. And my own combat, we say, I grew up in a family, religious home, but I know that the getting of treasure with the lying tongues is like vanity toast to and fro to them that seek death. So I know if you do Yahoo. So I don't know these things already. If to say I don't know now, for come bad. But because I can't know now, I have to find a way to succeed genuinely and legally. So all of these things affected me. And like I said, that's why I said I give them that credibility. Like there's a word, there's a legal nexum in the law that said, Nemo dot quot non habet. You cannot give what you don't have. Right? So when I look at my parents today, I look at myself as an improved version of them.
An improved version.
Yes.
An
The
improved
extent, some of the things I thought they were doing as street parents then, they were only acting in their capacity.
Based on their knowledge.
Based on what they know.
As at them.
Yes.
So there are a couple of life improvements, couple of places I think, or stages I would have been in life if they know better.
Better then.
But I started asking myself that, yes, sometimes even at their little knowledge, it has led me to become more, to explore my inner capacity and my resourcefulness and my relentlessness to this extent. So I give them the credibility. I give them the credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Credit.
For doing justice. And I would really want to, improve on that for my children.
Wow. I really love where the both of you took this to. It's really wonderful. Now I want to understand, we are in the generation where we are in now, where we are going to be the parents of the children that are going to be born in this generation. And we've seen over the years, we've seen what people do, like these children, how they react to their parents, how what maybe your parents or my parents did to me then, and as in how they spoke to me, how they did, it's not going to fly in this generation.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because just like you said, someone told the dad not to be ridiculous. Or someone will tell you, do the, like, I've been hearing slangs and I'm like, how can I be this young and looking as if I'm like 40, 50? Because someone will tell you, auntie, do the calms. I say, what is the meaning of do the calms? Like, tell me to calm down. I will calm down. What's with, So they have a different approach. In fact, instead of them adapting to their parents, the parents are the ones adapting to their way of life.
Okay.
So whatever, in fact, it is possible for a child who is 14, 15, 16, and like you're trying to, when the Bible says train up a child in the way he should go, you are trying to train this child up, and the child is being headstrong. He's saying, I cannot, and they will leave the house. You are the one.
You can't look for them.
You are the one that will go and be crying and be looking for your child. Because these guys have gotten to an extent that they have a lot of things to help them. There's AI, the internet is there. They have mentors that you don't even know about. People all around the world. The world is a global village. People are getting connected to, you can be in Nigeria, Songota, you can be in Nyanya. You're speaking to someone in Germany, someone in Portland, someone everywhere. And, if people are communicating and the person is telling you, you don't even know this person's background. Your children are into deep things that you don't even know. And because you want to be, vibe with them, be in the know, friendly. Be friendly to them. Are we going to be, would the friendliness, because we're trying to be friendly, are we going to cut down on disciplining on our children? Is that how it's going to be for you? Are you going to try to pick up some things your parents taught you? Not that are going to be it's going to be the godlike and true and children. God and his children. Yeah. You cannot even approach the person and all of that. No, I'm not talking about, but the good aspects of the upbringing your parents give to you. Do you think it is something you will want to inculcate in your children? Do you think it's something you want to, apart from them, yes, making them closer to you, are you going to bring them up in such a way that they don't go outside and embarrass you and embarrass themselves? What do you think?
Yes, me?
Yes, I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay. So it's a combination of a lot of things. First, I would like to remind us that life has progressed.
Yeah.
Life has progressed. If they wake up our great-grandfather to come and experience what we are experiencing today, they will call it black magic. They will call it black magic. Mm-hmm. I was talking to somebody one day and he was like, was talking about, charms and all of those things. I like, come, let's even think about it for a while. The era where Shango was Shango, when people were flying thunder and doing all of those things. Now, gunpowder, they carry the go slave trade. Gunpowder.
Where AK-47
not that time. Now, gunpowder, they carry the go slave trade. Is it now that we have intercontinental ballistic missiles? Now you won't carry your...
shoot.
Do you understand? There are some wars these days, you will not see human being to fight it. Look at what's happening in Israel and the other people.
Just throwing missiles.
Not even missiles. See how Israel attacks some of those guys by hacking their phones and exploding it in their pockets. You could see how technology has improved, affected, and impact the way we live. You will be a fool to be fighting technology. Understanding that you can only provide help where you know where the person is at a certain point in time. For example, if you're stranded and you're calling me for help, that, oh, guy, I want to come meet you. The first question I will ask you to provide help is, where are you? I need to know your location to be able to give you direction because I know the map. So if you're not reaching out to me, I don't have the capacity to help you. I started by saying,
sorry, I wanted coming in so that I will not forget this question, right?
Okay.
You just talk about how technology could actually explode a phone from somebody's pocket.
In someone's pocket.
And you also add that we will be a fool not to have welcomed such innovations.
Yes.
Do you think the Gen Zs, the technology, have done more good than harm? Because if you see more of the okay, for example, somebody creating a bomb for who? Humans.
Yeah.
Right? They're not killing cattle or goats. They are creating this technology to who? To affect humans, to kill humans. You just talk about bombastic missiles now, also ballistic. It's harming people and it's technology.
Yes.
Do you think this technology have done more good than harm?
The question is, have you heard of 1,000 Ways to Die?
Yes, I think it's a movie.
Not even
No,
a
it's a
movie.
show.
There's
It's a show, but
yes,
okay.
1,000 ways to die.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think among that 1,000 ways, there are still 2,000 ways that are not among the 1,000 ways to die?
Will die. Okay. Limited by knowledge. Maybe the person will know the other 2,000. That's why they do the 1,000.
Do you know that? I want to answer a question very systematically. Do
Okay.
you know that your brain
Mm.
knows every area where your where your organ is in your body, but it won't tell you?
Okay. I don't get that part.
We are.
So what
I hope you're
yeah.
taking us somewhere.
I'm taking,
Yes,
yes. So what
the
I'm,
book is building the-
yes. So where I'm going with all of this is simple.
Mm.
What do you define, not they exist?
What do you define?
Yes.
You
If
know
you
they exist.
waiting you not define, not they exist. What you're
Okay.
not looking for does not exist.
Okay. Until you start looking for something, it means it's somewhere.
It's
You
somewhere.
have not just discovered
You
it
just
yet.
discovered it
That is
yet.
why your brain is already telling you that something like this is possible.
Do you know the
Okay.
word omniscience?
Okay.
Where I'm going with all
knowing.
of these thoughts
Mhm.
is telling us that if we want to focus on the negative side of things, you will see it.
Mm.
But amidst the negative side, there's positive side.
Mm.
The Bible which we are studying today, there are people who are using it to create incantation.
Mhm.
The same Bible. There are people who are using it to do incantation. 12 a.m. they go carry and they go recite them. They will. They are using it. But the same Bible, people are using it to do blessings. Wait till you define, not they exist.
Mm.
If you decide to look at the positive side of it, how can this thing improve your life? And it exists. Now, what you do and how you consciously train with them and make do of that
What is available
what's
to you.
available to you, the resourcefulness. We cannot say because people are hacking this and it's bad.
Killing people.
And killing
Yeah,
people
we
is
shouldn't
bad.
use
Do
the
you know
internet.
what the phone today are doing to people? Before today, before 1999, 1992,
2000.
who knows about social media
Mm,
content?
mm.
Who knows about podcasting?
Mm.
The only thing there
If you
is
want to go
Yahoo.
to
Yahoo
school,
Messenger.
if you want to go to school, then you must be an engineer or a lawyer or a doctor. These are the. But today, I have about 5 people I'm paying who are calling my payroll for a salary, who are working remotely and they are earning crazily. There's one who is a social media manager. I can tell you, this guy earns over 300 something thousand. I've not seen him eyeball to eyeball,
Technology, right?
just from his home. Imagine this guy working, doing that same thing for about 5 different persons at the same time. So that's technology. The same technology that we're saying has side bad side. It has its good side. Depends on what you decide to do with it. Decide to focus on. So for you as an individual who is privileged to empower people, when I mean empower people, you have your kids. You should know where they are to be able to show them how to explore these things.
Okay.
Because if you don't know enough, you cannot give.
It's not enough for you. We're not saying deprive them completely from
No,
it.
no. So for
But
me,
show them
Yes.
the way to use it effectively and positively to affect them.
to themselves.
Yes.
The reason I'm saying it is because if you don't do it,
Another person.
they have other ways to learn it.
True.
Do that same.
Another
Yes,
person will.
people will. If you don't train them, other people will train them.
Mm-hmm.
So where I would not be fighting all of these things, it would be stupid of me to be saying I want to deprive my children from the global village. It would be stupid of me.
Mm.
Because you know why? One day, in fact, I'm running a series. I call it the illusion we call ours.
Illusion.
The illusion we call ours. These children are your steward. One day you will wake up and not find one of them in your house.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yes, now.
True.
Yes, now.
So if you know that the only wise thing to do to anything that is certain is preparation. If you know this thing is certain, it will definitely come.
Mm.
The only wise thing to do is preparation.
Prepare yourself for it. True.
So if you take out this thing as part of your basics, teaching them to understand that you're not holding them back, but you're showing them how to explore, how to optimize their growth, showing them system and structures in place. Trust me, even when you're opening your hand and letting them go, you know very well that they will come back. They see you as their first resource. Even when they have other available things out there. There are conversations today that there are certain things I know because of where I am that my parents cannot advise me about. For example, if I tell my dad I'm paying a rent of 7 million a year, all right? He will call you. What did they do you don't mad for Abuja where 7 million is it for the entire land? I mean, you own the building. Say no, it's a 2-bedroom. Where now? You get, but he does not know. And because he does not know, he cannot help. There are certain financial decisions I want to take. From place of love, he will tell me, hey, no, don't do it, oh. It's scary, oh. Don't try it, oh. It is not because he's ignorant. He's just doing it from a place of love to the level they know. But guess what? There are certain decisions I cannot take without informing them. Decisions that I know will impact my life and the life to come. I cannot do that. So these are things that are progressive. I call them the basic building blocks of life. If we all understand that these things are what form our core, that when we grow up, irrespective of where we go, we know very well
it's
that
still ingrained in us.
Nothing, come rain, come sun. I don't work on. I don't see people, right? But today, I know if you defend my faith and say I won't go become that thing.
My next question is for both Precious and Tega.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think, in your opinion, that, would I say, is it technology now or what, has made the Gen Zs lazy or entitled? Because, or the lazy in the sense that they want things done in less than no time. That patience is no longer there.
Okay, so if you want to look at the word laziness, or you want to look at it as delayed gratification, is a different thing. So there's something called delayed gratification and laziness. I love lazy people.
Okay.
In fact, I, for one, by default, I'm a flag.
Okay.
I can get disinterested at anything and everything. I only work best sometimes when I'm inspired. Sometimes I want to stay on my own and don't do anything. See that? But guess what? Man go chop.
Yeah.
You get. When you know that life, people are depending on you. There is if you make a wrong financial transaction, you're not the only one going to be affected, but a lot of people will be.
Yeah.
So because of that level of inspiration, you would push yourself to do some stuff. So laziness in that sense is different, but delayed gratification.
Maybe I didn't. Sorry, I didn't digest the question. So this is where I'm bringing the question from. If you check with the millennials,
if you want to talk about morals and delayed gratifications, maybe we might look at it at various.
Now I'm looking at the fact that we like doing things
sharp.
No.
Okay. Progressive.
Yes, progressive. Yes.
Like there should be a process.
Yes, there's a process.
Procedure.
Yes.
There's a procedure to get things done. The millennial, right? But the Gen Zs, they don't have that time. That's why they call them Indomie generation. They want 2 minutes sharply, their thing don't do. Now, I feel it's the upbringing and is it the technology that is made available to them. That's how you see a young man. Then, if you pass road, you go see a mechanic will come late to workshop. They will raise his hand, give and tire.
It can happen that they now. In fact,
if you just go stop, go find money, buy phone.
Okay, so the thing is, like I said, we need to come to understand that our life
has changed
from COVID. What COVID
exposed.
What COVID did to us was reset our core. A lot of us, we did not know when we were struggling, drinking agbo to stay alive. Systems were changing, structures we have a new world order. That today, the adverse effect of it, we cannot quantify it. For example, our staying level, our patience level, to the level at which we pay attention has reduced. Our lifespan, attention span has reduced.
Drastically.
Sorry, I'm lost there.
Yes, attention span.
Our
The
attention
level
span,
to
like
which you pay attention to things
Yes.
has
Okay.
reduced.
It
For
could
example,
be someone who reads,
yes,
who reads paperback.
Paperback.
But now,
mm-mm.
you just want to just
Just
scroll
okay.
through,
But
like,
can I tell you
Terms
how?
and conditions,
can I-
just click OK, agree.
Can I tell you
you
how,
understand?
how we were systematically programmed to all of these things?
Okay.
Now, ask yourself, when you watch Facebook Reel, before it was Facebook video, you stay on video for 30 minutes, you're watching video. But guess what? Facebook did its own to 30 seconds, 1 minute. WhatsApp did its own 30 seconds. Instagram, 30 seconds. Now, short reels started coming up. And guess what? People want you to pass a message in 30 seconds.
Yes.
So, the more you're scrolling 30 kilometers per hour on your phone, you're building a personnel, you're building a character. Every one of us. And gradually, you can't fold your leg. If you want to do that, you have to be extremely disciplined. I can't remember the last time people talk about ebook. Ebook used to be a thing of a trend. Sit down and read 5 books, I read 20 books. Nice. It was something we were doing. I remember I used to have a group chat on WhatsApp. And I always inspire these people, read this book. This book is a fantastic, and all that. You got to a point where you say, I go post book, now let me comment, now let me go reply. So that is where it all started from. So understanding that this is where we are in our today's life, it now gives us an opportunity to now address people and on that perspective and deal with people from that perspective. So that we don't start looking at, oh no, we want to carry people back to our era because this is how best we were trained. Do you know how our parents were looking at us when we were growing up too?
Because we also were different from
how they were. Now let me tell you, the children born this year, they will never know a life without AI.
Exactly, because it's just that's what they
when they were born into AI.
Exactly.
AI has not done 20% of its capacity. It hasn't. It hasn't.
So we still have a lot that is going to unfold in the
Do
nearest
you
future.
know the research that is going on right now? There are people who are galactic researchers. People who are done exploiting Earth. What they are doing now is space exploitation they are working on. The likes of them, Elon. And we are still talking about, tell you're somebody to kneel down and raise your hand up for not coming to mechanic shop. My friend, which day I was going to the mechanic, and before going to the mechanic, I just told myself, I said, okay, something is wrong with my car. My car just jacks all of a sudden. And I just prompted AI. Why if you are an expert and a mechanic and you experience this thing 2 times, what are the quick fix? Not even possible. Yeah. What are the quick fix on this? And what are the replacements on this? And what will it cost? Guess what? When I got to the mechanic, I didn't ask them. I said, this is what is wrong with my car. Fix it.
Straight up.
So you don't need to second guess. You don't need to plug scanner and say, let me scan your car and all of these things and all of these things. Nothing. So you can see how that level has progressed. Imagine now that you want to bring that level of tradition into your business. You will first struggle. Believe you struggle. You remain stagnant. And what happens to stagnant water? They stink. And when they stink, you lose relevance. Once you lose relevance, you die. So death is not the final cause of a thing. It is the impact it has on the people living. So when we refuse to inculcate these things to our children, we are feeling that we're protecting, we are killing them. We're making them stagnant. We're bringing them to our mundane nature. Let me give you an idea. Do you know? Okay, we are not brought up in worry. I thought you were a worry person. In that when you're growing up, there are these people who we call rainmakers.
Okay,
all right. If they want to do an event, they'll hold the rain, they'll bring down the rain. Those guys were very popular at one time. People, the villagers will consult them. Sometimes we will gather and see what these guys were doing. Not until recently, I saw that in Dubai, they are calling that rain. So I started asking myself, is it that this juju, they don't transport them for go Dubai? It was simple. There was something called omniscience. There's a science in that thing that looks magical, that looks miracle to you, that you still don't yet don't
You
know.
have not explored.
If our great grandfather could come and would tell them we can predict the sex of a child before we born them, they will call it a lie. If I want to born a boy today, I know when to. I know when to. I can.
You know what to do.
You know what to do. Do you get? So with that level of technology that you have, I saw one spot one day on air. They call it sperm race.
Sperm race.
Sperm race. Yes. You can check it out. People will put their sperm on it, listen, and they will.
I beg.
Amazing.
I don't understand.
Amazing.
Sperm race. People just they'll put their sperm on.
And then
sports.
how fast? The fastest.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Oh boy.
Wonderful.
All right. I beg
Wonderful.
you laugh.
Wonderful.
So where are you in that?
Race.
Where are you in that?
So somebody has to release now. And watch his spam running.
You can imagine.
Amazing.
So you can imagine the level to which we have gone. And you're still talking about I want to train for 100-meter race.
Use his spam running.
When they know the longest, the shortest, the fastest sperm runner, don't they collect record? And you know the funniest thing, they can even explore that thing further.
Yeah.
Incubate that sperm and give birth to it, and the pikin don't they win.
They don't win from some boots.
And they tell you.
Amazing.
Okay.
So
Amazing.
I think what we can do as adults, as millennials who are experiencing all of these things, is to know better. You cannot outperform your limited knowledge. You cannot. The more you know, the better you perform. The more you know, the better you perform. So once we now know that these things are available, what we do, it is to ensure we create the enabling environment that can allow these things to thrive. Not because we want to spoil them, but because we are enablers. People who are custodian
Okay. Like
of stewards to these things.
Okay.
And guess what we to do for us in return? It will improve our life. The minute we decide not to hold back, the minute we begin to realize, because according to Aristotle, he said, "Oh man, know thyself. An unexamined life is not worth living, not worth existing." He said, "A life that is not examined is not worth living." Yeah. And there are people who are existing, who are not just living. Yeah. So thank you very much.
Wow. Oh wow. Like
it has been an
amazing time. Like
with you, Mr. Tega.
It is from everything that was said. Thank you so much, Mr. Martins, for your insights. Thank you so much, Mr. Tega. I really enjoyed myself and my knowledge has improved. So it is not good enough for you to just be a parent. And I will understand the place of train up a child in a way you should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it. But knowing the fact that these are two generations coming together. All right. There should be compromises and there should be a balance. Yes, there should be a balance. So I'm bringing my millennial idea because this was how I was brought up. And these are children who, even though you brought them into this world, they have
resources.
They have things around them, that is improving, like that is affecting and, having a say in their life. So the more knowledgeable you are, because those guys are faster, like they are faster than you. Their knowledge,
they are processing
things
speed.
that they are seeing coming at them every day from the internet, from friends, from people around. It's so fast. So if you are doing, there's something Igbo people used to say. You say, how it was in the beginning, that is how it will be, and that is how it will be forever. No. Things are progressing, things are changing. So the earlier you know that, you accept that, you start acting in that, that is the only way you can catch up with this one. If you want to train them in the way they should go, you should come as their own. Let them see that, okay, mommy, daddy they understand what we are into. Exactly. And now when you get to know that, you can frame them. All these things that are around them can be used to better their life.
Yes, and improve them.
It has a positive and a negative side. Yeah. So know it so that you can steer your children to the positive part.
Then also to add to it, then we need to start developing or building institutions that can create this, that can act like a bridge
Okay.
for people, for parents who don't know enough.
Mm.
For example, we know that there is area of there's formal education and there's informal education.
Mm.
And in the hierarchy of learning, right? Informal education comes before formal education.
Yes.
And we start from the home.
Mm-hmm.
So if we begin to create systems in places, for example, the church where we attend, the school, the mosque, the various religious home, if we begin to create that bridge that can help
Create
the
awareness
parents,
or
not
help.
awareness, educate the parents enough
Okay.
so that they can be able to support back their children, right? So that they don't just leave the school to do the job for them.
Because
Because that is where the issue starts from.
Mm.
For example, imagine your child bringing an AI assignment to you.
And
Do you
as a
understand- do you-
parent don't
Do you,
have an
understand,
idea.
do you understand what is prompt engineering?
Mm.
It's a course.
Mm.
Now, I think I saw one time where who said that thing? I think one of those ministers was talking about that he went to preach in the church and he was talking about the fact that the ego is the highest flying bird. You know, he
Ego.
preached
Okay,
the
and
sermon.
I
I think
told
it
him
was
that no,
Pastor
there's
Sam Adeyemi or
Yes,
something.
yes, Sam.
He said after he finished preaching the message, one of his teenagers sent him a message. Daddy, what a wonderful message. But Daddy, ego is not the highest
Yes, yeah.
bird, though.
And
Is
he went and
the
make his own research.
and he made his own research and found
And
out
it
that
was true.
Omo,
True.
not true. So he went to the church the next time to go and correct what he said.
Yeah.
But do you know that when we were growing up, I want
His
to
ego.
fly like the eagle.
Yes, his ego.
You know, so somebody now said, who made us realize? Who made us think that the lion is the king of the jungle? Recently, we started seeing trending animals like is it Kasongo? Yeah, that animal.
Mm.
Kasongo.
Even pursuing the lion himself.
Kasongo. They call it V8. V8, V6
You
engine.
run.
And they tell you. Now there's another one that they used to do meme these days. Then they say there's one animal now that we used to be doing meme.
Okay,
They
the one that
that,
say your mother
husband
looking at you.
You're doing- Who knows of those guys before?
Yes.
Nobody knows those guys. We don't know those animals before. They
Yes.
call it no animal before lion, elephant.
Yes. That's the only animal that's involved.
You see,
So now,
that's what level of that's what the transitioning of technology and access can do to us. So we cannot depend on our limited knowledge to impact a world that is
Just
growing at
moving
a
at-
geometric progression. Not arithmetic, geometric progression. The things we know today, when we are growing up, we were told that atom is the smallest indivisible particle of an element. If
But
you
now-
go teach them for school today,
Nah, it is no longer. Even when I was in school, we told this
even
abused.
proton and neutron is not the smallest now.
All
We have
right.
to
So-
train.
so you
okay,
can
now-
imagine that how
now it
things
has
are
gone
becoming,
beyond that.
Yes, we have
things are
to-
becoming obsolete faster. You get?
Yeah.
So if I want to teach my children and I realize I don't know that these things have gone, I'll bring my okeke
Yes.
to come and teach them.
Come
I
and
say,
teach them.
come here, you. The almighty formula is
Like this.
All right.
When with their phone say they can solve mathematics now.
I'm telling you. Thank you so much, sirs, for coming on set. I know a lot of our viewers have been enlightened, like all of our viewers, not just a lot. People who are listening, who are getting improved, emotionally, even in their minds. Our minds are opened to a lot of things. Now we understand that the Gen Z and the millennial could actually coexist.
yeah.
Knowledge is the only thing that is withholding us from doing more.
Yeah.
So learn about this other generation so you can flow with
Yeah,
them.
makes
Because
sense.
if you're deciding to stay on, you like rest on your own as the world is moving past you in a like
In split seconds.
in a split seconds, like things are moving so fast. So it is not just enough to want to train your kids in the right way. It is good, but know the right ways
Exactly.
to train them.
Yes.
Know the right ways to train them. Thank you so much. We've come to the end of today's session. Till we come your way next time, remember to like, comment, and share the video. It is Vibes with Feet More.